Good evening, and I welcome you, students. The topic, the chapter 13, Why Do We Fall Ill? Last time we have shown you what are the factors in fecal oral route which lead to the transmission of diseases and how we can prevent transmission of diseases. The prevention of transmission of diseases is very, very important. This is a very important topic, prevention of transmission of diseases. Why it is important, student? Prevention of transmission of diseases. Why it is important? Can you tell me right now also whatever threats we are facing? What threat? What is the recent threat in our country?
COVID-19 and Omicron.
Omicron. Now you are saying Omicron. COVID-19. Now what we are trying to do, student, tell me. What we are trying to do? What they are saying? How to prevent it? Only thing is prevention.
Yes, sir.
What steps are being taken for prevention, student? Can you tell me few steps which are being taken?
Sir, few steps which are taken are to wear mask, maintain social distancing.
Okay, you are saying mask, social distance,
Sanitizing hands.
sanitization. We are saying washing of the hands. And vaccination. How many people have been vaccinated by now in your country?
Sir, more than 100 crores.
Okay. And this has helped earlier to prevent the third wave of this COVID-19.
Yes, sir.
So you can see that the problem is there are different types of the diseases. This is a virus. We will explain to you bacteria, virus, and different type of diseases which are there. But what we told you, as on the screen, you see prevention of transmission of diseases by maintaining sanitation and hygiene. You know, this is very important factor, sanitation. Plus hygiene, students. And this is the basic of the 5 F's which we told you, 5 F's. Can you tell me, students, what are 5 F's?
Fluid, finger, flies, fields, and floods.
That means the diseases are transmitted through these to a healthy person. You can see this is a healthy person and this is a facial matter. So the 5 F's are there: fluids, fingers, flies, and what you see, fields, the foods you are eating. They are going to spread if we don't maintain proper hygiene and sanitation. So here H stands for hygiene. And S, sanitation. Everywhere these two conditions are required, otherwise the transmission of diseases will take place. The water source, washing of the hand, again and again saying wash hands after defecation, then cover the food, control the flies, clean vegetable fruits, avoid open defecation, proper drainage system, treatment of water. These 5 F's are required in order to prevent transmission of diseases. So hygiene and sanitation is very, very essential. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 5 F's. Now, students, what is the distinction between healthy and disease-free? What is the meaning of disease, student? The meaning dis-ease. Ease means something. When I say is means comfortable, dis-ease means not comfortable. That means something is wrong with our body and we feel unwell or malfunction of the body. Earlier we told you, you are made up of tiny cells. They make up tissues, organs, and if there is a misfunction, then what will happen? The organs cannot function properly, and dysfunction, malfunction will result in a disease in the body. Our health is affected not only by unbalanced diet, but also by diseases, infections. Infections, what you are saying, that the Orion is more infectious. Are they saying that?
Yes, sir.
More infectious. Which is more infectious?
Omicron.
Omicron. What it means? That it will spread
More rapidly.
faster. So 1% to 10, and then what will happen? 10 into 10, and it will then keep on multiplying. The number will increase. You know in which country presently the number is increasing very largely in the news? How many
Sir, in
cases?
Europe and South Africa.
In South Africa. Europe, which part?
France.
France or England? England, what is the number of increasing cases in England? UK, they said more than 1 lakh. In the USA also.
Yes, sir.
It is spreading very fast. Poverty. Why do we talk of poverty? We'll explain. If the economic condition of the people is very bad, what will happen? They don't have proper food. They don't have proper houses to live. Jugi clusters, you have seen that. Large family, overcrowded houses, etc. So we can think of a disease as a disturbed ease. In other words, literally means being uncomfortable. However, the word is used in a more limited meaning. In any way, these are some of the ways we look at it. Okay? The whole health is therefore a state of being well enough to function well physically, mentally, and socially. So when I say health, student, what it means that state of well-being. What do you mean by well-being? I said that physically, mentally, and socially, physically, mentally, and socially. Okay? We can function health. So well-being, both physically, mentally, and socially. 3 aspects we are defining, so that we define health in 3 things: physical, mental, and social. For example, here is a question of what we did, student. Question number 1 is on the screen. State any 2 conditions essential for good health. State any 2 conditions essential for good health, student. You have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question, student. What are the 2 conditions? Two conditions essential for good health. What is your answer?
Sir, availability of clean drinking water.
What are the conditions we said? What is that? If I say complete physical fitness means what?
We are completely physically.
Physical fitness means what, student? If I am physically fit, you are free from any disease. And then we are saying what you have: perfect mental and social well-being. Perfect sense, social and well-being How do we have explained to you in the last topic? What is it that you have to maintain? What we have to maintain, student? What we have told you? Hygiene and sanitation. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have to have proper hygiene and sanitation. So that means what you are doing, what you need, cleanliness, whatever we are talking about, then clean drinking water, as you said, all these things come in that category. So you are saying there should be clean drinking water, and whatever food you are getting, that should also be free from any infections. All these problems we should be able to, already we have given that how to what you need basically. Environment is important in which you live, houses and other factors. State any two conditions essential for being free of disease. Now the question is, what are the conditions to be free of the diseases? Free of diseases. What are the reasons for diseases we discussed to you, students? So how do we maintain personal hygiene? Personal hygiene, how do we maintain that personal hygiene? So you should have a clean environment. If environment is not clean, then of course diseases will come. What you said, safe drinking water. Safe drinking water should be there. And non-crowded living conditions. If there are more crowding conditions, then again, you know, the diseases will spread very fast. And you must be able to get a balanced nutritive diet to be healthy. If we don't get a nutritive diet, then what will happen? We will fall sick. Then people should exert. Exercise is required, and also relaxation is required. So all these things are important if we want to be disease free. There are so many things which we know already. You have anything more to say? What else you think?
Sir, we should avoid breeding of all the mosquitoes around us.
Okay. Which disease is spread by the mosquitoes?
Malaria, dengue.
Okay, dengue is a great threat. There were so many cases of dengue in the last month in Delhi itself, you know, and NCR people have died also due to dengue.
Yes, sir.
There is a constant spray going on from the municipal departments. Instructions are coming how to keep our homes clean. Standing water should not be there. All right, these are correct ways of looking at it. Lot of common sense intelligence is required, students, which we can find answers ourselves. Are the answers to the above question necessarily the same or different? What do we mean by this? They are small questions which they are putting to the students.
Sir, the answers to above questions are same.
They are not same actually. When I talk of health, student, what I talk of a state of physical, mental and social well-being. Social well-being. While what is a disease, student? What we gave disease means this is disturbed
Is
condition, disturbed condition of, what is disturbed condition of the functioning of body organs. So when there is a disturbed condition of the functioning of body organs or parts, that is what we mean by disease. Depends, students, what type of definitions we are giving. There's no marked boundary, but this is the way we find in NCERT book. So we are giving answers based on that. Because when questions will be asked in the paper, student, we have to be specific and careful. Earlier you have seen what type of questions are coming. This time the paper will be descriptive. Am I right?
yes, sir.
So they will ask you to write down, and we should practice writing and try to give answers which are specific answers. We cannot write anything or more, whatever is required. Now we are coming to more important points, student. Now we are aware what is health, what is disease. What is health? Tell me. What do you mean by health? What we have defined?
The health is
Well-being
a
of,
state,
well-being of what?
physical, mental, and social well-being.
Physical, mental, social well-being is what our health. And what is disease? I defined dis-ease means discomfort in what?
In various organ systems inside our body.
Functioning of the body and its parts. That is what we mean by disease. Naturally, the question will be next, what are the causes of the diseases? Why should any disease come to us? So if we know the causes, then we can find the reasons, how to prevent, how to manage the diseases. That will be the next question. So here we are saying what diseases and its causes. Diseases and its causes. So students, is an interesting topic. You already have a lot of information on this, and depends how you will answer the questions. But certain definitions become important and learn more about this. We are saying when there is a disease, either the functioning of one or more systems of the body will change for the worse. You know, have seen that your body is a system. There is a system. What system? You have organs, you have tissues, you have organs, students, and they are performing specific functions. There are specific functions of the organs, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is the function of heart? You know what is heart? Is a pump.
Pump blood.
It is pumping the blood throughout the body. What are the lungs?
Helps in breathing.
So you are inhaling, exhaling, getting the oxygen. What you have a kidney? What is that? Filtration unit. Purification
Yes,
of the blood is going on. All these different systems are there. Gut system is there. Digestive system is there. Pancreas are there. Excretion process is there. So you have a system. When functioning of one or more system is for the worse, then when these parts cannot function, what will happen? These changes give rise to symptoms. There will be some symptoms, students. What are the symptoms? They say, what are the symptoms of the disease of corona? What are the symptoms? If I say there is a corona or COVID-19, what are the symptoms they are telling you? People suffering from this, what are the symptoms?
Loss of smell, loss of taste, sore
So
throat.
Any disease will have symptoms. We know about it now. Symptoms of disease are things we feel as being wrong. So whenever we will get cold, we will get fever, we will get flu, we will get dysentery, diarrhea, asthma, heart. We will have a feeling, student. Feeling of being wrong. There will be a feeling of being wrong, student. So we have a headache, we have cough, we have loose motions, we have want with the pus. All these things are happening. Headache, loose motions, wound with pus. These are all symptoms. These indicate there may be a disease. There may be a disease, but they don't indicate what disease is. For example, headache may mean just examination stress, okay? Or very rarely it may be meaning meningitis or any of the dozen of different diseases. Symptoms cannot say exactly what disease is. Sign of disease are what physicians will look for basis of symptoms. So, signs of disease. When you go to a doctor, student, first thing he asks is what are the problems you are facing, right? He will ask you what
Yes,
is the
sir.
trouble, what is the problem, what is the trouble. Then you will give some signs of the disease. You will give some symptoms. So signs will give little more definite indication of the presence of a particular disease, what type of signs you are facing. So then what will happen? The physicians, doctor will get a lab test. What they do? Test. Lab tests are done, student. They will recommend ki, okay, go for these tests to find the disease further. All right, we understand this. What is the next, student? Now here we are talking of two types of diseases, student. They will ask you what is the difference between acute and chronic diseases. Acute and chronic diseases. Now we are defining disease in two parts. Acute disease. Chronic, you have heard about chronic asthma, chronic patient. So what is happening? Some people are having chronic bronchitis or whatever problems are there, which will go for a longer period of time, and will be more fatal, And sometimes acute, you are getting a fever for a few days, and then it is over, viral fever. Let us see what we mean by this. Acute diseases, acute, refer to medical condition that occurs suddenly and last for a shorter period of time. Have you experienced any acute disease? Tell me, student.
Common cold.
Suddenly, you get up in the morning and you have some fever. Suddenly, what happens? Morning, you get up, you are shivering, you are having fever. And what do you do then? You will take some medication, whatever paracetamol or that. And after a few days, it subsides. Then you can go back to the school. That lasted for shorter period of time. It may last 3 to 5 days, supposing 3 to 5 days. So this period is shorter period. Chronic diseases are fatal and develop slowly in our body and may last for a lifetime. Let us see some of the examples of the acute diseases. Asthma attacks, bronchitis, burns, common cold, flu, heart attacks, pneumonias, strep throat, respiratory infection, broken bones. These are being put in the category of acute diseases. That means they will come suddenly and last for shorter period of time. Examples of chronic diseases. Those students who are going for medical, they can study more about this as we proceed further. Student, this is only 9th class introductory lectures where we are exposing to you why do we fall ill and causes and some type of the diseases. More information is available if you want to study. Examples of chronic diseases: Alzheimer, depression, arthritis, diabetes, kidney diseases, high BP, heart disease, high cholesterol, or obesity. They will develop slowly and lasts for longer period of time and may extend lifetime. Do you know how many people are suffering from diabetes? Do you have any number?
No, sir.
India, you know, is a home of diabetes. Maybe you will find after age of 35, even a lot of people around you may be suffering from diabetes. Sugar. You know, a lot of people die because of diabetes, sugar. Anytime you approach a doctor, before he gives medication, I went to a dentist. First thing she said, before removing my teeth, are you having any diabetes or sugar? Why did they ask that? Tell me. It's already, you know, millions of people are suffering from diabetes and die out of diabetes. This is a very, very dangerous because we are eating a lot of sugar. You know, everything has sugar. And our lifestyle, we are sitting the whole day, not doing any activity. This is the first question doctor asked me before removing my teeth. Why? Because if diabetic patient is there, then bleeding will not stop. You know, they will remove the teeth, bleeding will take place and it will keep bleeding. They have to take then extra precautions or whatever steps. You got my point? So
Yes, sir.
this is a very, very chronic disease and large people die out of diabetes. You can check that data. Kidney failure, you have heard about kidney failures. Kidney is not functioning. And what is that? What they do for the purification of the blood? Dialysis, you have heard about dialysis?
Yes, sir.
That machine, and you can't get dialysis even when you go to hospitals. There is a waiting period, you know, waiting period. Because a lot of patients are there. The machines are not that many. So you have heard about high BP problem, heart disease, cholesterol, all this, obesity, they come in the chronic disease. So two this type of diseases, acute and chronic. Got the difference? They may ask you in the paper.
Yes, sir.
Difference question. Difference between acute and chronic diseases. And they may would ask, give examples of that. Note down everything, note down everything. Writing is essential part of our learning, students, so that we don't forget. So students, we understand now that chronic disease and poor health, they develop slowly and last for a lifetime. Chronic diseases are sometimes fatal. Acute diseases persist for a long time. If it persists, even if acute disease persists for a long time, that can also be fatal. Otherwise, it can be treated by certain medication. Even acute diseases, students, if we don't get a treatment for them in time, what will happen? Then they can become fatal. Common cold, typhoid, jaundice, cholera, burns are some of the acute diseases which you are saying. You are experiencing cold very often, typhoid. But even if we don't treat them in time, what will happen? Then, you know, the infection spreads, inflammations take place in the body, and then they can be fatal. Now, interesting information is coming. Acute diseases might affect or occur in systems throughout the body, but they only affect just one system at a time. What is the point to be noted, student? First, they affect only one system at a time. Okay? And then slowly they may occur in all systems throughout the body. The treatment associated with acute disease also differ depending on the nature of the disease. Different, disease have different type of treatments. 1 point. Number 2. Acute diseases like appendicitis, staph throat, influenza do not require hospitalization or intensive medical treatment. In contrast to disease like pneumonia and acute myeloid infection, heart attack, although they are acute, do require immediate medical attention and extended treatment. These diseases also do not commonly have long-term effects and can be treated once and for all. Okay? Once acute diseases are treated, they don't have long-term health effects. Fever, you got a fever, what happens? You treat it for 5 days, then it is over. Sometimes diseases might be caused by simple changes in diet, like typhoid is caused by drinking polluted water. Typhoid is caused by drinking. This question was asked somewhere. Polluted water. What is a polluted water? Water supply system is there in your home. Sometimes you have got water which smells bad. Water polluted. Did you ever get a case of that polluted water? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
And you see that bad smell. Some muddy water sometimes. Many times I have seen at my home. And sometimes you have heard cases of that, some drainage leakage, some drain leakage, or what happened? What happened, students? Oh. What happens, students? Some drain leakage or pipe bursts cases are there. Then what happens? Or the pollutants people are throwing in the water. All this can cause, student, polluted water. This is very, very important. Polluted water should be avoided. This can cause typhoid. There used to be large cases of typhoid during rainy seasons. Water become polluted. In villages, you will find in Juggi clusters where conditions are very bad. This will be happening more. So what they say, ki water, you filter it, boil it, and then you drink it. Because there are pollutants in the water. Okay. So typhoid is caused by
polluted water.
Did you ever had typhoid, students? Any of you?
No, sir.
Okay. You have heard many cases of typhoid because it lasts for a longer period of time. Many very strong doses are given, medications. Let us see, chronic disease is a condition or a disorder that persists for a longer period of time and has long lasting health effects. Now, this is a very, very important point. The term terminal disease, you have heard about terminal disease, is used for diseases that are chronic with high chances of ending with death because there are no effective medication available against them. Can you name any of this? Terminal disease. You know any terminal disease, student, which you have heard any cases around you? You heard about
Sir,
cancer?
Cancer 4th stage.
Cancer. Cancer, some patients, cancer, they come to terminal disease. And this will end up in the death. We have seen many cases of that. Chronic tends to be more severe as they progress, which occurs over a period of months and most years. Number 2 point. Number 3, chronic diseases also affect multiple systems in the body and are always not fully responsive to the treatment. Multiple systems, if multiple systems will fail, what will happen? Survival will be very difficult. You have seen many examples in many patients who are in the serious ICU units. What happens? Doctors are saying heart, kidney is failing, heart is failing. So many systems are failed together. They try to survive one system, other system is also failing. What will happen? Then condition will become worse and death. Fourth, chronic conditions are often associated with non-communicable diseases as the causes are mostly non-infectious. Cancer is not an infectious disease. Is it infectious? Does it spread from one person to other person? No.
No, sir.
So they are called non-communicable diseases. Most of these diseases are not caused by infectious agent and are often caused due to poor lifestyle or health choice. Very important that. Now you understand. Poor lifestyle. You know that at younger age, you are now knowing what to eat and how to live. There was a time when we never knew what is a lifestyle. Now we are eating junk or whatever we get. Or even nutritive food is not available to millions of people who are economic conditions. When we cannot get nutritive food, student, and whatever food is lacking the vitamin, minerals, nutrients, malnutrition, or people having more money are nowadays eating junk food the whole day and not exercising and not even walking, sitting on the chair all the time, then what will happen? Sedentary lifestyle will lead to such chronic diseases. People don't know at that time, but slowly and slowly what is happening? Immune system is weakening and slowly and slowly that disease is being, cholesterol is getting deposited slowly and slowly. And sugar problem is coming, diabetes, all this will come. Cancer, all we know, some of the causes are that. So these are caused by unhealthy behavior and eating habits persisting for extended period of time. Certain people are working under very, very bad conditions, coal miners, they are working under coals, or some people are working in industries where a lot of chemicals are there. Some people are living where a lot of pollutants are being thrown by industries. You have seen a lot of smoke is coming.
Yes,
All
sir.
this can affect student. We have seen tobacco eaters, smokers, over drinking. All this can lead to chronic diseases. Chronic disease. Addictions, people have addictions of sugar eating and this, a lot of alcoholic drinks, smoking, tobacco. There are people of 20 to 30 years of age, cancer. Have you not seen them? Tobacco, because they are eating tobacco. A lot of tobacco people are there, they are getting cancer at very young age. So unhealthy behavior, eating habit, the risk factor associated with chronic disease are different for different diseases, but some of the common factors include dietary, lifestyle, and metabolic factors. Severity of most chronic disease is not fulminant. However, patients with chronic disease become prone to acquire fatal acute diseases because treatment is mostly not effective. When treatment is not effective, student, what will we do? Tell me. Treatment is not effective. Then what is the answer? Tell me, what will you do? If you know a disease is coming, treatment is not there, then what you will do? Tell me.
We will prevent from getting infected.
Prevention. This is what happened when COVID-19 came. Which year COVID-19 started?
In 2019.
And that time, was there any treatment available? Tell me.
No, sir.
Virus was there, people came to know, but they said that we are now working to develop a vaccination. How much time it took to develop a medicine? After how many months it came? More than?
After 7 to 8 months.
More than that. So 7 to 8 months or more than that. For 1 year, there was nothing, I think. They have to test it and only then passed by the health officials. Then only it can be given. So, it took more than a year. For example, it took more than a year. Then 12 months posing to get vaccine. Even nobody sure how effective that would be and for how much time period it will be effective. You know about it. And now what you are having, another one? What is
Yes,
that?
sir.
What is that? What mutation? After how many mutations that is there? How many mutations have taken place?
37 mutation.
Or whatever, I mean, exact figures you can see. Slowly and slowly, we're learning about all these terms. Mutations are taking place. The newborns are undergoing mutations. As we got this body after millions of years of mutations. DNA mutation is going on. Evolution, this is what is evolution process. And what they are saying that the whatever vaccinations we have been given, tell me. Which vaccinations we have gone through?
So for COVID-19,
What are two double vaccination which we have given? What is
Covaxin and Covishield.
Covaxin and Covishield. And in other parts of the world, which vaccine they have used?
Sputnik V.
That was
Johnson &
by
Johnson.
Russia, and in England and in USA, what they have used?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. Now they are saying that is not very effective against this new variant which is there.
Yes, sir.
And again, they're saying booster should be given, or they are developing some more vaccine and it may take some more time. So what will we do then? What you are doing? Prevention. All the measures which are there now, what they are saying, why they are saying there will be lockdowns, wear mask, wash your hands, stay away, social distancing, stay at home, all this. What is this? These are preventive measures. And that is what we are doing. So the best thing is prevention. When we cannot have an effective treatment. And for chronic diseases also, what they are saying, that you should adopt a lifestyle which will prevent the chronic diseases, because the causes are known to you. Now, mainly it is a lifestyle problem. Now, do you understand all this? Because we are young people, you can prevent them. Others,
yes, sir,
who have gone through all this, they are going to have it. If a person sits in a chair for 8 hours in an office, what will be his condition? He is eating the food, whatever food comes from the home. The food is not fresh, food is cold, and the lifestyle, they have never walked, they have never done exercise. And the result is that these chronic diseases are already slowly developing in their body. And more than after 40, millions of people are diabetic patients, heart patients, and cancer. All these diseases are coming. India is having, a lot of problems with health issues. People are on medications and all the time eating these pills. So we have given you 2 types of diseases. Can you tell me what are the 2 types of diseases?
acute diseases and chronic diseases.
What is the difference between acute and chronic disease, students?
Acute diseases occur for a very short period of time, while chronic diseases occur for a very long period of time.
And which diseases are more fatal?
Chronic diseases.
Okay, can you give examples of 3 chronic diseases?
Alzheimer, depression, diabetes, high blood pressure.
Cancer. Already you know how many people are dying of that. Now, next, coming to the causes of the diseases. As we said, slowly and slowly we defined health, we defined disease. Then we told you acute and chronic diseases. Now, the next question will be, you will be asking me, sir, what are the causes of the diseases? There is a cause for everything. So simple, you see that certain things are so simple, which we already know. Dirty water. Again and again we are saying contaminated, polluted water. A lot of things. Water is, we are drinking water. 70% of our body is water. And if water is polluted, student, if water is contaminated, then what will happen? It will cause a lot of diseases. Again and again we are talking of contaminated water, polluted water. This is a very important one. Then food, because you eat food every day. If food has adulterations or food has contaminated, lot of pesticides and chemicals are there, what will happen? Lot of the food which is packed food, they may have packed it how much? 2 months before, 3 months before, 6 months before, 1 year before. What they are adding, preservative or chemicals. Now that food we are eating and we enjoy it, we love it, our taste helps. Now what do you think? Is that food not going to cause diseases? If so, what will happen? The food is contaminated. Then third, improper nourishment. Improper nourishment, student, you know that you need proper amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, minerals. A lot of elements are there, all zinc, magnesium, potassium. So many things are required. Vitamin A, B, whatever you have heard about, vitamin C. If you don't get that, what will happen? It will cause diseases. Then poor standard of living means what? See, people living in juggies clusters or in bad conditions, then what is happening? Their garbage and all that other things will be there. Then naturally they don't have all these things. The result will be causing. And bacteria, fungi, viruses, germs, etc. Poor diet. So we are aware of all this now. Bacteria spreads diseases. Fungi, viruses, small other germs, all this. Poor diet, unhealthy lifestyle, polluted environment. If there is a lot of pollution, what will happen? Infection of lungs, you are saying that right now, what is the state of Delhi pollution? What level they are showing? A few days back, there was a red alert.
Yes, sir.
Pollution level was very high. So environment is polluted, what will happen then? People are suffering from, see, infections of the lungs. And microbes or microorganisms, all these are there. Microbes. So we are aware of these can cause diseases, students. It is obvious that all diseases will have immediate causes and contributed causes. Almost more diseases will have many causes rather than one single cause. It may not be only one single cause, there could be many causes for the diseases. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Noted everything? You
Yes,
are going
sir.
to get recorded video later on. Those who have subscribed the channel, they are getting it with a bell button. You can get whatever videos are uploaded, you will get it. You can again see them. So these things will remain with you for a record, because we are providing plenty more information that is given in the book. More information. So we have health data from various sources. Health journals are there, they are publishing health research, all this is going on. Next important thing is there are two types of this, infectious and non-infectious causes. What are the causes we are saying? Infectious and non-infectious causes. Can you tell me, you have any idea about what do you mean by infection, student?
The infection means when any external microbe enters inside our body to cause disease.
Infectious disease are disorder caused by organisms, student. Organisms. Important point, student. Earlier we were not knowing, because we can't see them. Can you see the virus?
No, sir.
It's not possible. But once you have it, then we do study, research, testing, all that. And we are saying there is a virus. When the COVID-19 started, people have to work on it, research, finding, testing, lab testing is going on. And then we are saying, oh, virus is there, bacteria is there, fungi is there. So infectious diseases are disorders caused by bacteria, viruses, fungi, or parasites. Infectious disease, student, very important, because such questions will be there. Infectious diseases means there will be organisms. What organisms you have? Bacteria, viruses. There is a big difference between the two, you know about them by now. Fungi, parasites. Many organisms live in or and on our bodies. You know there are a lot of bacteria inside your body.
Yes, sir.
Where they are inside your body, even digestion of the food, you are saying a lot of bacteria are working. And where we talk in general terms, good bacteria and bad bacteria, both are there. Good are helping you for digestion and bad are just going to attack your cells of the body. All these are there in and on our bodies. They are normally harmless or even helpful. But under certain conditions, some organism may cause disease. That is why you say there is a pH inside the body, there is a temperature in which these good bacteria are surviving. And if we start eating junk food, what happens? The population of bad bacteria becomes very large. And then you will suffer from many diseases. So infectious diseases can be passed from person to person. Infectious diseases, they can pass from person to person. Very important one now. One person is having infectious disease, supposing he shakes hands with you, you are saying it can pass. Some are transmitted by insects or other animals. So transmission takes place by different methods. We are going to study about them. Sometimes they can be by insects or animals. And you may get others by consuming contaminated food or water. You are eating a food, inside them there are organisms like this. What will happen? Then they can come into your body. Contaminated food or water, or being exposed to organism in the environment. So there can be, it can come through food, student, through water, and exposed to organisms, environment. Examples of infectious diseases. Can you see infectious disease? Chickenpox, you know, it was a great problem in India. What is chickenpox? You have heard about it? In our lifetime, we used to have at least once, and then we are not having it. Before the treatment, vaccine was not available, but today, India, I think vaccination has been done. Newborn babies are also given vaccination. You know about it?
Yes, sir.
Chickenpox, common cold, diphtheria, E. coli. Some names are new to us, but now we can search more about HIV, AIDS, influenza, or some of these examples. We can study more about them, those who are interested. Signs and symptoms vary depending on the organism causing the infection. There are different organisms which are causing this. So the signs and symptoms will be different, but often include fever and fatigue. But mostly fever is there, you know, most of the infections when it comes from fever is always there. So fever is one important thing which we observe. Even in corona, you know, people are having fever, you know about it. They are saying take paracetamol, right? So they are recording your temperature when you go anywhere. Am I right? Wherever you go, they see temperature.
Yes,
so fever is one which is there. And fatigue, people will have fatigue, students. Mild infections may respond to rest and home remedies, while some life-threatening infection may need hospitalization. There are three things which are happening either at home, and if you have serious, then hospitalization. You are aware that now large patients are being advised to stay at home and take medication. Is it true? And few extreme cases are being admitted to hospitals. Many infectious diseases such as measles and chickenpox can be prevented by vaccines. Now you are aware of the prevention by vaccination. As we have already got double vaccination for the corona pandemic. Frequent and thorough hand washing also help protect you from most of the infectious diseases. Important. All the time, what you are saying that wash your hands. Probably earlier I was not washing my hands so many times, but now whenever I go out, come back, wash my hands. I eat something or wash my hands. And hand washing has become very common. Wherever I go, if you visit a friend's house, what do? Wash your hands. Come back, wash your hands. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why? What is the problem?
In order to prevent COVID-19 infection.
Or any other, I mean, you can see that what they are saying. Infectious diseases, even measles and chickenpox, they were prevented by vaccine, as well as all other infectious diseases. They can pass through your hands, First thing, whenever you go anywhere, you are touching the objects, you are sitting, all this, even handshaking has been avoided now. What they are saying? India Namaste. All over the world, India Namaste. Namaste is being used now.
Yes, sir.
That was our culture. People were saying, oh, handshake. They were hugging. Now they are saying Namaste. So all these things, because if a disease is infectious, then it can pass from, you have seen how many ways it can pass through. Person to person, or environment, or from even insects and animals. All this is a serious problem. So I hope, student, you understood what is the acute and chronic diseases and what are the causes of the diseases. So whatever concept board we have today, what we have told you, student, in our concept board, what is the takeaway, student, for the today's lecture? What is a chronic? What is the difference between acute diseases, chronic diseases, and what are the causes of the diseases? Any questions could be put on this? And what are infectious and non-infectious diseases? And we have discussed what are the infectious diseases, their symptoms, and how they are coming. Studied more about infectious diseases. So these are the things which we have gone through. I hope you will be able to benefit from this and take advantage of this. And we will meet you in the next class. And thank you very much. And I wish you all have a good recovery, and wishing you all a good and happy new year, which is coming. And you will have the recorded videos, those who are subscribed the channel and bell icon button, so they can get these videos and watch them anytime in their lifetime. Okay, bye bye. See you next time.
Thank you, sir.